Hi everyone. Right, I just thought I will come along and show you. I'm going to decorate this, these two boards. These belonged on this book. Now please forgive me because I can't remember who it was that sent it me. I know I've had it in the drawer for a while. It is a recent rack that somebody sent me, and I just can't remember. But I'm sure that person will know and know that I mean what I say when I say thank you so much. But I'm just going to alter it. Now this was the back, and I'm going to turn it that way so that I can actually alter the back page. And I've just unclipped it from here. Now I've got some matte artist medium here. I've got some Inca Gold, and I'm using the rust one. Perfect medium, which is just a stamp on it to get the powders to stick, which are the mica powders. These are the cosmic shimmers. I've got a variety of colours. I've got some thick embossing powder, and I've got some gold, old gold, and some glue. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to, sadly I'm going to cover this one up, cover this chappy up, and I'm going to use the matte medium first. Sorry about that. Oops a days, I might not need any more than that. And I've got my handy little paintbrush caddy right at the side of me, where I can just reach out and choose the ones I want. It's brilliant, to be honest, so I can't wait for it to go on sale. And I hope you buy it because it won't be expensive. And what I'm doing this, I'm just giving it a coat because it's very, very smooth as this wood, you know, being like highly polished type of thing. And not bothered about that. We are going to dry that off. So I was just giving it a coat of this. Not bothered about anything in the hold at the moment, we can clean them out. You don't have to be too particular over any of this at all. This is just a fun way to play, to be honest. Just wash my brush, I'm going to need that again, I think. Now I'm just going to dry that off. My heat gun. My goodness, making a noise at the moment. I think that will do that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start layering my powders on. Look, I do need a new one. So all I do is I just dab this all over, and we're going to use, you know, a few colours, because I just want this as a nice notebook. I'm always wanting to write notes, and I have got several on the go, but I want them all in one place. Oops, just take that off. Take my little oh dear, I've dropped it. Where are we? There we go. My little tray. And the first one we're going to do, let's just move that out of the way, is I'm going to do some green. So I'm just tipping it in. Take that out. Don't need bits like that. And what I'm going to do for this one, I'm coating completely. Now I don't know which I'm going to use for the front, to be honest, because they will both probably turn out slightly different, and I will choose the better one for the front cover. Again, just take the heat gun, And as you can see, it's not covered completely. It doesn't have to. It will be eventually, but it doesn't have to at the moment. Like that, just pop that to one side. Now I'm just going to let that cool while I do the next one, which is this one. And for this one, I'm going to choose a different colour. So I just pop this back in. Like that. And this one I'm going to choose, this is the Arctic Lake Luster, my colour. We'll probably end up the front cover one. Just take this and cover that. It's only putting a light coating on to start with. And what I like about these, they do have a luster, very pearlised luster to them. They're brilliant. So I hope you're seeing this. Right, we'll just pop that over there, take this back, then what I'm going to do is add some glue, and it's just ordinary PVA glue. Let me just sort the end out. Hopefully that will be enough. Right, I'm just going to whittle that around, take the brush, wipe that all over it, and as you can see it's separating because it's a a shiny surface, but hopefully which I'm not bothered about it doing that, that's fine because that will hold all the colour where I want it to. Right now, see what's happening, it's splitting. Just show you that where it's splitting. Hope you can see that. I need that to start and bubble. Now that's set into that at the moment, so we leave that to cool down, and then we do this one. Just do the same. Well, before it starts, well, it's splitting now, but that's fine. Now that's bubbling nicely. I move that to one side, and we go back to this piece. I'm just going to put the brush down, and then the next thing I'm going to sorry, where's my perfect medium? Got lost then. Just taking the perfect medium and stamping it on top again. This is like a layering process, but you get some really, really fab results. Now for this one, what's in there that I used on the other one, I'm also going to use on this. And you just keep swapping and changing about. Like that. It won't pick it up on all the places, but you can start to see it's got different colours. It's giving it a texture while it's doing it. Look. See the texture coming along? So we leave that. We then empty this back into its pot. Oops, a daisy. Let me just move that out of the way. I've finished with that. And then I'm going to take the blue. See if that one's settled. We're going to do this one now. Go back to this, it's all set, ready. Remember, this has got a coat of the glue on as well. Now this is a thicker cut one, so just going to do that. And I might need to pop this in a couple of times. Like that. Again, it hasn't covered all of it, but we don't want that. This is where the colours are mixing. I'll show you the lustre on that. We take this one, we go back in with the mix with the medium. And we spread that on. And we're now going to coat some of this onto this tag. Oh, it's not a tag, you need a front cover, you know what I mean. Again, we're not looking for it to be all over, and it's not. Got the greens and the purple and the blue in it. We take that and we move that to one side, and then we go back to working this one, and again we're just going to dab on the ink. And I'm going to go as far as I can with the camera. Just pop this one back into the tub. So you can mix thick cut plus fine. And I'm going to go in with this darker purple. Just give it a bit more. Oh, it's like a blue. But it doesn't come out like that, so just wait and see. I'm going to give it a quick dab of this one. See? Oops. Again, it hasn't covered all over, which is what we want. You can still see the picture through it, to be honest. This comes up with a beautiful green colour. Gorgeous colour. Gorgeous colour. Now we need to do this one. And I'm not going to do it as much. I'm only putting a bit on. Like I say, I'm not sure which one I actually want for the front cover. We shall see which I like the best. Okay. Just leave that to dry. Take this one back. Again, we're just going to smooch it about. Put this one back in the tub. Where have I put the tub? And now we're going to use a pink. This one. I'll tell you what they all are at the end. Again, let that dry. Look at the colours on this. It's fabulous. That's still pretty hot. But there we go again. We'll just do that. I'm going to stick this in again. And you really don't use a lot. You use very little when you're doing it like this with the fine powder. So, you know, I've had mine a long time, about 3 years. And I use them a lot. And I've still got them. That's given that a beautiful pink hue. So we're just going to put that to one side and we're going back to this one. Now what I'm going to do is just add some drops of glue on this one again. Hope my brush hasn't dried up. And it's going to do the same thing, split itself, but I want it to do that because you're going to see what happens. Hopefully that's not too hot to do it with. I might do this one at the same time this time. It's steaming, that one still. Yeah. A really good coat. And that's the last I'll use for the glue. Don't worry about the holes, but you just poke them through. I think we're nearly to the end of this video, so when it goes off I will do part 2. Now it's bubbling again. I'm just going to let that cool down a minute. I need a stamp. Now, let's have a look. Yeah, I like that one, I think. My cogs and gear one. I'm going to use that one when I come to use the stamps. I'll just let that cool down a little bit. We're going to need some more. It's coming up fabulous. I'm just going to put the pink away. And then I've got the white. Okay, what I'm going to do, move that out of the way. Like that. Same with this one. hope you can see the colours in this are fantastic. Just put that up there. Take this one down. Hopefully, I don't know how long I've got. Oh, a few minutes. Again, I hope you can see that. Isn't that gorgeous? Just leave that to one side. We're going to take this one back. Pop this back in. So I like the colours that I've got. Pop that back on. And I'm just going to stop this and come back in a minute.